Hey guys, my name is Megan Robison, and I am a 2-star diamond, 3-star qualifying coach. And today, Dara, my success partner, and I are going to be talking to you about success partners.
I'm Dara. I'm a 3-star diamond coach, and I met Megan at Summit, and then right after Summit, she asked me to be on her July Team Cup team. I was an Emerald coach. Megan was a new diamond, and we had 3 other new coaches, not new, but coaches on the team, and we ended up being 4th place in the July Team Cup. And through that process of being on the Team Cup with Megan, I just found someone that I felt like I could really relate to. I felt like she would challenge me, and I just felt like we really complemented each other. So soon after, I asked if she wanted to be success partners, and lucky for me, she said yes. So since having a success partner, the value is just, it's so good. One of the reasons you need success partners is so you can have that peer-to-peer relationship. Your success partner is probably not going to be your upline coach or your mentor. You need someone that is kind of around where you're at in the business, and someone that you can vent to and talk about Beachbody with. You know, my poor husband, I try to help him understand, but it's not the same as talking to someone in Beachbody who understands what all these crazy terms mean. So you want it to be someone, again, who's a peer in the Beachbody business. It might be someone on, in the Bombshell Dynasty or on your own team, or it might be someone on someone else's team, but find someone you can relate with. Another great reason to have a success partner is just the accountability factor. Megan and I talk weekly. I know there are certain questions she's going to ask me about my business and my business practices, my vital behaviors. And she keeps me on track in that way. She helps me keep my why at the forefront of my mind and my business and my daily behaviors. You know, that accountability is vital, and I've really thrived because of it. So it's also, you want a success partner. It's necessary to have support and to grow as a leader. I feel like Megan has strengths where I am weak, and I think she would say the same, that I have strengths where she is weak. So that has helped us both grow into better leaders and become better coaches for our teams and in Beachbody. So those are the few of the reasons why I think you need to be seeking out a success partner.
Dara's definitely strong where I am weak. So what to look for in a partner? You definitely want to have a similar vision and similar goals. So similar vision, you want to be doing the business, for the same reasons, which we're all kind of in this for the same reason, which is the job as a coach, which is to end the trend and help people reach their health and fitness goals. But when I say vision, I'm talking about your vision down the road, and with your goals. If you are someone who wants to be at Summit every year, or you want to be a 5-star coach, or a 15-star coach down the road, you need to link up with somebody that has that same vision and those same aspirations as you. You can't, you're not going to be on the same page with somebody that doesn't want to go to Summit or doesn't really care if they're there. So you definitely want to make sure you guys have similar vision and goals, and you have to make sure that you probably have a similar timeline so you guys are on the same page. You also want to make sure you want to work the business the same way. Now, when I say that, I don't mean like run your businesses the same way. Everybody has their own business. It's your business. That's the beauty of it. You run it how you want to run it. You're your own CEO. What I mean by that is if you're running your challenges by Facebook group, and you do Zoom calls with your team, and you use 2 social media platforms, then you guys are probably running your business kind of the same way. If you're somebody who, maybe has a challenge every once in a while, or, doesn't even tune into team calls, listens to recordings when you can, more of a hobby coach, that person and you are probably not working the business the same way. So you definitely want to make sure you are with a solid business builder if you want to, as your success partner, if you're a business builder. The questions you want to ask yourself are basically, what do you want a success partner for? And that's only for you to answer. What do you want the success partner for? And what do you have to offer them? Which you do have strengths. We all have strengths and we all have shortcomings, but that's the beauty of it, is that that's where you have to kind of identify those things so that you can talk with other people and figure out where you can complement each other, just like Dara and I do. Last but not least, if you don't really know or have someone in mind for a success partner, you can always go to your upline and talk with them about it, because usually they'll have somebody in mind for you possibly. I always recommend my coaches go outside of our team, because I feel like it helps them network and learn things from other people that aren't on our team. They're going to hear the same stuff if they're talking with people that are on my team calls and hearing the same things I'm teaching them. So I tell them, write up a little personal ad, kind of describe yourself, your personality, what your goals are, what you're looking to achieve, what time frame, and then send it to me. And then I can send that either to some other coaches I know, or maybe to my upline, and then kind of find, or they can post it on the Bombshell Dynasty wall or somewhere, and maybe there's somebody in there that'll be like, wow, her and I could probably work really well together. So those are just some ideas if you really don't know where to go to find a partner.
So some of the things Megan and I talk, Megan and I talk once a week. Sometimes it's more, depending on if we're coming up with a new training together or, need to brainstorm certain things. But we have a weekly standing phone call. And again, that's just really important because, again, I know by Monday afternoon, I better have done the things I told her I was going to do last week. So we always send each other our goals at the beginning of every month. And then we also have an idea of each other's long-term goals. Where do we want to be by December of this year? Where do we want to be by Summit of this year? And again, just that understanding helps us know where to challenge and encourage each other. You definitely have to have trust and open, communication lines. Megan and I, it doesn't start right away. We were kind of just getting to know each other, I think, our first few weeks and months. But now, she's someone I can talk to about anything in my personal life, but definitely in my business. And that's just going to be really important, whether it be income goals or, maybe you're having trouble with a coach. You should be able to talk about those things. And she's going to get into a little more of that, but that's really important. Definitely you want to be encouraged and talk positively and not a lot of negativity in our conversations. We mastermind and brainstorm together. I get stuck in a box big time creatively. And I think Megan, one of her strengths is I feel like she pulls me out of my comfort zone. And, we come up with new ideas on how to present the same content, but we try to present it in new ways. So that's just something, it's so nice to have someone to talk these things through with. We talk business strategy, opening our second business centers. Where are you going to put it? And we discuss those things with each other. And we also will run trainings together. So we often will do our sneak peeks together. So she invites her coaches and I invite mine and their potential customers and coaches. And it really takes the pressure off a lot, having someone else who's kind of paying attention in the groups. And so that's been a really important part of our partnership. I look forward to our calls every week. And again, it's just been so nice to have someone that I can talk about this business with, who understands and gets it, but isn't going to let me fail, isn't going to let me stop, isn't going to let me get stagnant. So that's what I enjoy most about our chats.
So you guys are probably wondering, okay, so I get Dara said we took a little bit to get to know each other. So what do you talk about the first conversation with this person who may be a complete stranger that maybe your coach hooked you up with or whatever? This is a good baseline for questions to start. Start out with just basically, so what was your greatest success the previous week? What goals did you accomplish the last week? And share what your biggest aha moment was from your personal development that past week. And then, that's what baseline, actually, Brigitte Linford used that summit. That was something she shared for developing your team. Those are the great things to talk about first. And then, also it's very realistic to share struggles, but we'll get to that in a second here. Also, something that you can talk about, which Dara and I also, she touched on, is we share resources or ideas we have come across from other coaches that we have found beneficial to share with one another for our teams. Now, what not to talk about? You better check your negative vibes elsewhere at the, before the phone call. We all have bad days. We all have bad, some of us have things going on in our lives, but don't bring it to the phone call. Gossip is absolutely, off limits. Do not talk about other coaches. Do not talk, unless you are commending them on something they're doing right, because otherwise you're just playing the comparison game, and that is being run by some jealousy, and it's not going to help you. Don't play the blame game. When you're going through things, something doesn't go right in your business, just own up to it. And your success partner is there to help you figure out what went wrong. Troubleshoot with them. Don't sit there and point the finger and play the blame game, because it's not going to get you anywhere. And also, be very mindful to not get off track from business to personal talk. Otherwise, you'll end up not wasting, I don't want to say it's wasting your time, but it's very valuable time. Dara and I are both very busy moms, and we know that our time is very valuable. So we need to get our business talk out of the way, and then if we have time, we'll talk about the personal, and we're even guilty of sometimes putting the personal before the business. So it's just something to share. You just want to make sure you do that. It's normal, you're going to talk about expressing frustrations and discouragements, and it's totally normal, and then that's a healthy part of having a success partner, but don't let it derail your entire conversation and take away from what, having the success partner is all about. This is one of the ways that Dara's been she's basically been like my rock, because as a single mom and going through some things I'm going through, she's been there for me through the thick and thin, and really always is helping me refocus on my why and what I'm doing in this business. She really keeps me accountable and focused. So I'm very thankful for that. Next up, you're going to have to help your coaches find partners. So once, it's not going to be too long, because as soon as you start building the diamond and you have some business builders coming into your business, they're going to figure out about the success partner. I talk about Dara all the time. So I have numerous coaches that are even literally brand new coaches, although they went diamond quickly. They're asking me, well, so I need a success partner. So just keep in mind, next up, it's going to be you helping your coaches find partners. So just keep that in mind. Last but not least, I wanted to share this quote that I found, because I found it pretty valuable. And it's something to think about whenever you're looking for your partner. You need to associate with people that inspire you, people that challenge you to rise higher, people that make you better. Don't waste your valuable time with people that are not adding to your growth. Your destiny is too important. You guys, you are the sum of the people you spend your most time with. Granted, you might not be in the same city as your success partner, but if you are hanging in the business or even in general with the wrong people, it's not going to get you far. But if you hang with the right people, you will become far more capable and successful than you ever could have been if you stay alone. So Carl Deckler said on The Surge a couple years ago, you can either stay on the island or you can get with people, work with others, and get the synergy, and that'll bring you success. So you definitely want to find your partner and work together, and it's going to make a huge difference in both your lives. So, Dara and I just definitely want to encourage all of you guys to make sure that you get out there and step out of your comfort zone. And if you have somebody in mind, don't be scared to ask them out ask them to be your partner. You never know, because it was funny, Dara asked me, and actually I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I was going to ask you the same question. I was like, I knew that I wanted Dara to be my success partner. So that's all we really have to say about that, I think.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. And again, sharing this journey with Megan has just made it so much more significant, knowing there's someone in my court. So find someone to get behind you and in your court, and it's going to make this journey even more rewarding and fulfilling.
For sure. All right, guys. Thanks.